myself to sleep. A song from the darkest hour, secrets I can keep inside of the day. The swing from high to deep, extremes of sweet and sour. Hope that God exists. I hope, I pray. Torn by the undertow, my life is out of control. I believe this wave will bear my weight, so let it flow. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down, oh, sit down. Sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 in sympathy, down. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Art, back with probably what I'll call a technique lesson today. We're going to learn how to play, obviously, a classic song in a nice, easy way. It's pretty much the same chord progression all the way through. So this is an alternative way that I've showed you before. This is by using a capo, so I think this is sort of beginner friendly. But what I'm going to talk about is how to make a really simple song sound really effective by adding loads of dynamics in. So what I mean by that is a strumming pattern, quietness, loudness, you know, some embellishments on the chords, and you can take a basic song like this and get it sounding really, really good by, you know, just a voice and an acoustic guitar. So that's what I want to talk about today. So obviously taking a simple song and making it sound really good by using dynamics. So there we go. So we'll get onto that in a moment. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now, if you are subscribed and you want to keep up to date with all the videos that I'll put out, please hit that little notification bell. You'll find just underneath the video there, this side. So if you click on that, you get notified every time I put a video out. I've got the Patreon page if you want all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to, you know, the regular stuff that I do in most of the songs. So you'll find that in the description. I'll also put a link in the comments as well. If you click on that link, like I say, it gives you access to pretty much all the songs I've done over the past 4 years. There's some exclusive videos that aren't on YouTube. There's videos there from the archive. And there's also stuff to coincide with some of the technique lessons we've done as well. So if you're into the scales and blues stuff that I regularly do, what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to show some appreciation in a different way, I've got a new feature which is over this side, just underneath the video. It's a super thanks link. You can click on that and make a small donation again. Massively appreciated. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Art Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so to play this song, you're going to need your guitar in standard tuning. An alternative way is obviously the more common way, the probably correct way to play, you know, by using an E chord, an A chord, and a B chord. That would be obviously without a capo on. So this is a capoed version to make it a bit more beginner friendly by, you know, obviously we don't have to use a bar chord in this. So we want a capo on the 2nd fret, and the chords are as follows, just 3 chords, and the great thing with this, it's the same chord progression all the way through the song. So it's a D chord, a G chord, it's up to you what G chord you use. I like to use the 4-fingered G, and an A chord, that's an A major. So what we get is a D, G, A. So if you look at the timing on those chords, we got a D which goes for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A G for a bar. 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4. So at the moment, I'm just playing that straight with straight strumming. Okay, so the first thing I'd look at if I'm looking at a song and working it out and trying to get it, you know, sounding a little bit better than just basically strumming those chords up and down, keeping it nice and neat, which what a lot of beginners would actually, you know, probably do to start off with. So if you start maybe adding a bit of rhythm in there, so what I mean by that is a strumming pattern. So a good strumming pattern which would fit these chords would be a down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's a down, down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? And what we're doing effectively, we're just missing the first upstroke out on that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? But it's amazing how much rhythm it actually just adds to the chords by dropping that first sort of upstroke. So what we get is a down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so that's always a good thing to do. Don't get overcomplicated, just obviously listen to the track, listen to the dynamics, okay? Now another thing which is quite often, you know, overlooked is what I mean by the dynamic and the loudness of the song. So obviously the verses are always a lot quieter than the choruses. So this song starts with an intro, so if you play that, you know, quite loud, we got the... That'll go around twice. Okay, so once the verse comes in, we just play the chords a little bit quieter. So obviously, you know, the voice will be a lot louder than the chords. So we'd have sing myself to sleep, a song from the darkest hour, secrets I can keep inside of the day, swing from high to deep, extremes of sweet and sour. Hope that God exists, I hope, I pray. So we've got the little pre-chorus now, a little bit louder. By the undertow, my life is out of control. I believe this weight will bear my weight, so let it. And then even louder for the chorus. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down, oh, sit down, sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 in sympathy. Okay, so there's another little guitar break, carry on playing loud. When we go into the second verse, obviously drop the volume again, okay? So that's just, you know, strumming a little bit harder, strumming softer. It's amazing how much dynamic that can add into a song, okay? Now another thing is chord embellishment, so it's nice rather than just playing straight chords. So on the D, sometimes I'll take the second finger off, turning it into a D sus2, or sometimes I'll have the little pinky on the third fret on the top E string relative to the capo, turning it into a D sus4. On the G, first finger sort of on and off. On the A, I think it's nice to, you know, take the third finger off, going into an A sus2 and then back to an A. So it's amazing how much, you know, that adds into the, you know, just 3 chords. So what we get is... Okay, so adds loads in there. It's sounding a little bit, you know, more than a 3-chord song now. And obviously listen to the song as well. Obviously, you know, after the second chorus, there's a little breakdown section. So I think it's nice to do sort of single strums there. So what we get is, those who feel the breath of sadness, sit down next to me. Those who feel the touch by madness, sit down next to me. Those who find themselves ridiculous, sit down next to me. Then we're the strumming in love and fear and hate and tears. Love and fear and hate and tears and love and fear and hate and tears and love and hate and fear. Down. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down, oh, sit down. Sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 in sympathy. It's nice for the outro to hang on to the D. Down. There we go. So I hope you dug that lesson, and like I say, getting a really simple song sounding really effective by adding all those dynamics in. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that lesson, and it might seem, obvious to a lot of sort of seasoned players, but as a beginner, people tend to overlook those things. And if you ever go an open mic night and you see an absolute beginner, what they'll tend to do is just play the chords at the same volume all the way through the song, basic strumming pattern. So just by adding those things in that we talked about today, you can get a really easy song like this sounding, absolutely amazing by adding all those dynamics. It makes it sound sort of bigger than 3 chords, if you like. So look at some really simple songs and take those techniques on, and I think you'll improve your playing in no time. So hope you all dug that lesson. There we go. So thanks very much for watching. I'll quickly mention it again. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now, if you are subscribed and you haven't done already, please hit that little notification bell so you can keep up to date with all the videos I'll put out. The Patreon thing, you want the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to a lot of the songs that I do. Pretty much everything I've done over the past 4 years, as well as bonus content. So there's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. I've got the Super Thanks link, which is over this side, if you'd like to click on that and make a small donation. And another way that you guys could help me out, this doesn't cost you a penny, but it's very, very effective, is word of mouth. So if you dig what I do, please like and share my lessons, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether it's morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.